Hey guys, Ultron Prom here, and welcome back to more Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I know it's been a while since the last time I played Arkham Knight. In fact, it's been a while since the last time I posted a video. But this is going to be a special series. I'm going to be like telling the history of like different versions of Batman. And for this video, we're going to start with the 1966 Batman, as played by... Okay, I gotta remember to turn... So yeah, in case you guys didn't notice already, I'm playing as the 1966 Batman, as played by the late Adam West. Now, you might be wondering exactly how I was able to get this into the game. Well, there's a mod for the PC version that you can, like, add this. It's very easy. All you need to do is just drag and drop. Drop into the DLC file. Only thing you need is the game in the 1966 DLC. I'll leave the link in the description for both. Now, we'll start. So, as you might know, this Batman was played by the late actor Adam West, and it originally ran for quite a while. Actually, it had 120 episodes, ranging from January 12th, 1966, to March 14th of 1968. For 3 seasons. And originally it aired on the ABC network. Sorry, this is my first one. I'm trying to... And also starring includes actor Burt Ward as well, his ward Robin, Alan Napier as Alfred, and eventually in like around season 2 or season 3, I think Yvonne Craig as Batgirl. But they're not the only ones to be in this show. Others include the late actors Cesar Romero as the Joker, Frank Gorshin as the Riddler, and Burgess Meredith as the Penguin. However, there's something different with this series. As the series has 3 different versions of 3 different actresses to play Catwoman. For the first 2 seasons of the show, she is portrayed by actress Julie Newmar. Now, and then specifically for the 66 movie, she is portrayed by actress Louisa Merriweather. And for season 3, she's portrayed by the late actress Eartha Kitt, who you might know as Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, she's in that. Now, hang on, sorry, I'm just reading this from Wikipedia. So the running time for each episode is 25 minutes. It was produced by 20th Century Fox with primary distribution rights owned by Disney. Yes, I'm not joking. However, the home video rights are, of course, owned by Warner Brothers. and other actors include Neil Hamilton as Commissioner Gordon, Stafford Rep as Chief O'Hara, Madge Blake as Dick Grayson's maternal Aunt Harriet, with the narrating done by William Dozier. And according to Adam West's memoir, Back to the Batcave, his first exposure to the series concept was a thorough reading as a sample script in which Batman enters a nightclub, which kind of reminds me of the Batman. Oh, by the way, spoilers. There was a nightclub. And with the death of Adam West in June 9th, 2017, Burt Ward is the surviving main cast member. Oh, hang on. So Frank Gorshin actually played the Riddler in season 1 and season 3 in the movie. As the Riddler is played by John Astin in season 2. So yeah, in case you guys don't know, probably don't know, the Batman 66 is actually pretty campy. In fact, Batman doesn't get into his greedy self himself until the '89 movie, which I will be doing a lore episode on that later on, until closer to the anniversary of Batman Returns. So after the show ended, things with Adam West have been difficult for him, as pretty much nobody would hire him due to. Actually, I don't think that's known, but as the only way he would make, pretty much one of the only ways he would make money is by like public appearances and like autographs. In fact, this concept would actually be adapted into somewhat adapted into an episode of the animated series, in which that shows Bruce Wayne would get a chance to meet with his childhood hero Simon Trent, aka the Grey Ghost, in an episode appropriately titled "Beware the Grey Ghost." And as it would fit perfectly, Simon Trent was actually voiced by Adam West as well. But Adam wouldn't, he would actually be in more prominent stuff going forward, as he would have a recurring role as like a fictional comedic version of himself in the animated sitcom Family Guy, where he plays Quahog's wacky mayor. He would also go on to play like pretty much a cartoon parody of himself named Catman in the Nickelodeon in the Nickelodeon cartoon The Fairly Odd Parents, which he would be in until his death. But not only that, he would also have a guest appearance on The Big Bang Theory, and also be in the video game Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, which he'd be featured as both a playable character in the game's Citizen in Peril, as similar to Stan Lee in the Lego Marvel games. Now, hang on. Let me. Now we're going to talk about the Batmobile. Hang on. I'm doing this off the bat, so just give me a second. So here is Adam West's Batmobile. Which is, the basics of this Batmobile is of a 1955 Lincoln Futura. Well, technically that's what the car is supposed to be. And pretty much from what I remember, most times Adam West would be atomic power is power, turbines to speed. Or was that Bert? Anyway, that was basically what they said. Like each time they would activate the Batmobile. Like atomic powers to power, turbines to speed. Roger, ready to move out. Now, unfortunately, I can't do this in the challenge maps, considering. Well, one, I'm not good at the challenge maps, and two, the challenge maps have copyrighted music. Like the 89 stuff has Denny Elfman's main theme. And not only that, but West's final adventures as the Caped Crusader will be told in 2 animated movies, which would be similar in animation for the new 52 animated movies that were playing at the time. And even though this game seems like it, but Adam doesn't really look like that. Like here, I'll there's the photo mode for you. Like a real in-depth look of what's inside this Batmobile. We got a fire extinguisher, a siren, which doesn't really have one, airbags, and it even has like a Gotham license plate. So, back to these movies. So, the first movie was called Batman: The Return of the Caped Crusaders, in which Adam West, Burt Ward, and Julie Newmar would reprise their respective roles. While in West's final animated movie was where he fights Two-Face, as voiced by Star Trek actor William Shatner, which will go on to be probably the other Star Trek actors being some of my favorite stuff, like Simon Pegg and George Takei would both lend their voices in Star Wars property. Not joking. Simon Pegg would be playing Unkar Plutt in the sequel trilogy, and George Takei would be playing Separatist Commander Locke Durd in an episode of the Clone Wars. But not only that, but the late Leonard Nimoy was also the voice of live-action Sentinel Prime in Transformers: Dark of the Moon, which technically would not be part here. And if you guys want to give me feedback on these, feel free. Because I will be doing like some tweaks in the future. One thing I forgot to mention is that before this series, DC Comics was actually on the verge of being bankrupt. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention was, even though most people think that Adam West was the first live-action Batman, he's not. That one's on me. I wasn't paying attention. As the first one would be in the 1940s serial, about a year after Batman would be first introduced, named Lewis Wilson, I think his name is. Here, let's do in order. Here we go. In fact, Batman will be played by many actors going forward, with Lewis Wilson playing the first in the 1940 serials, which will not go, which will not be good today. Like, people would not be okay with it. And also by Robert Lowry. Robert Lowry. In 1945, in the serial titled The Adventures of Batman and Robin, or something like that. And if you guys want to, I'll be more than happy to do the other Batman. Like I can do like a retelling of the Arkham games, and probably even some comic storylines, like I did with the Earth 2 skin from the By the way, here's something I didn't know. Right after you Damn, I can't do it. There is like a secret takedown. There we go. Right after he goes down, hold down R right trigger and like circle or B at the same time. And then you'll do like a body slam. It's actually really cool. All right. So other than that, I don't think there's much to so go down. Yeah, let's talk about the with the other villains who are in it, besides like the most well known. First is is Victor Buono. Sorry if I mispronounced that. As King Tut. Dr. George Sanders, Otto Preminger, and Eli Wallach. I don't know if I did pronounce that right. As Mr. Freeze. Though it's not the Mr. Freeze we know. No, Victor Freeze. This is another version of the character named Dr. Art Shivel. As Mr. Freeze wouldn't get his well-known origin story until the 90s with the animated series. As he was just like a cold thug before that. Moving on, we have David Wayne as the Mad Hatter, Vincent Price as Egghead, Carolyn Jones as Marcia, Queen of Diamonds, who is a criminal with the fondness of diamonds, which might actually think is reminiscent of the villain Magpie, even though she was short-lived. She has a prominent appearance in the cartoon Beware the Batman. And also is Cliff Robertson as Shame, who is a Western-themed villain, who's part... Yeah. So the three of his are Oki-Yan and Calamity Jan. The three of them spoof famous Western characters from movies, mainly Shane, Annie Oakley, and Calamity Jane. Oh, there's more. Oh yeah, in fact, Two-Face was actually supposed to appear in the show, but likely due to the broadcasting standards at the time, they couldn't. And here's a very fun fact. If Two-Face was going to appear, then at one point, actor Clint Eastwood would have been slated for the role, which I think is quite interesting. And Clint, because I'm not big into westerns, but Clint Eastwood is a really big western actor. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, in 2016, it was ranked as the 82nd greatest animated television show of all time. And the movie premiered between the first and second season. And the movie was released by 20th Century Fox. Even though... And it's actually why Disney owns the primary distribution rights. Because, well, Disney owns Fox now. But Warner Brothers still has full control of Batman. Okay, so now we're talking about the movies. as the movie was released in July 30th, 1966, ran for 104 minutes. The budget was between 1.37 and 1.5 million, and it earned $3.9 million at the box office. Well, for rentals, because you know. So the plot of this movie, you know what? I think the movie is probably on HBO Max. Same with the TV show. I mean, I don't see how they wouldn't. As the most well-known part of that movie was the shark repellent, and pretty much how useless it is. As it's actually even, like, made fun of, like, multiple times in other Batman media. Most recently that I know of is in the Lego Batman movie, in which that Batman, as voiced by Will Arnett, is pretty. So what happened in that movie was basically, like, pretty much a lot of iconic villains, like Agent Smith from The Matrix, the Daleks, Sauron from Lord of the Rings, the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz, to name a few. Oh yeah, and Voldemort from Harry Potter. Though, what kind of bothers me is that Ray Fiennes is actually in the Lego Batman movie. He voices Alfred. What I don't understand is why they couldn't just have him voice Voldemort too, since he's Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies. Anyway, back to the shark repellent. So Robin uses the shark repellent, and Will's Batman goes, "It's not completely useless after all." It's just like a complete jab at it. It's just pretty much only two like modern day Batman takes what I accept to, like, actually make fun of Batman. That's the How It Should Have Ended series on YouTube. You should check that out. Their voices, their videos are just really entertaining. And that Lego Batman movie, which they even named, like, a bunch of, like, D-list villains, like Condiment King, Mad Harriet, the Eraser. Yeah, those are. In fact, let me look up all the villains that Zach Galifianakis' Joker mentioned. I'm just really thirsty. Mm. Here it is. Okay. So here is, like, all the villains that this Joker lists. Mr. Freeze, Penguin, Crazy Quilt, Eraser, Polka Dot Man, Mime, Tarantula, King Tut, Orca, Killer Moth, March Harriet, Zodiac Master, Gentleman Ghost, Clock King, Calendar Man, King Kite Man, Catman, Zebra Man, and the Commenting King. And then the pilot says, "Okay, are you making some of those up?" And then Joker says, "Nope, all real. Probably worth a Google." And yep, I Googled each of them. They're all real. Okay, so I don't think there's anything left to Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, so back to the show. So back when the show, they didn't know the show was going to get canceled or not. They basically just took down the entire Batcave set because they didn't know if the show was gonna get back. It eventually did, but by the time they got noticed, the set was already torn down. Alright. So I don't think there's anything left to talk about. Damn, 34 minutes. Okay, so why don't I just do the showcase? So here is the 60s TV series Batman. And this is actually how the modder was actually able to get this in the game, even though the Adam West skin is a PlayStation exclusive. As the skin is actually already in the game, technically, in this showcase area. So here's the classic TV series skin. Oh. It's weird. Is it... Okay, it's just that suit. Is it really just that... Yep, just that suit. I'm guessing it's the mod, because I'm pretty sure Okay, so here is the classic Robin skin. Like, holy costume party, Batman! I don't know why, but that's like my best Burt Ward Robin impression. Oh my god. I completely forgot about this. Okay, so Burt Ward actually made like a small cameo appearance in the Arrowverse crossover Crisis on Infinite Earths, which he was walking the dog, which is presumably Ace the Bat Hound, and before the antimatter wave hits, he goes, "Holy, damn it! What did he say?" The special was like 2 years ago. Okay, here it is. See, it's in part 1 of which aired on Supergirl. It's probably really considering. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so apparently this Robin wasn't the only the cameo, because there are other cameos from different like DC properties, like Alexander Knox from the 89 movies. Dick Grayson, who says, "Holy crimson skies of death." That's what he said. Okay. Oh yeah, I also forgot about this. Okay, wow. I forgot about this. They had the soundtracks too. Yeah, so Burt Ward reprises it. Okay. But that's not all. Alright, so next on part 2 is Brandon Routh returns as Superman from Superman Returns. Tom Welling also also reprises his role as Clark Kent from Smallville. Kevin Conroy returns as Batman. Well, technically he's Bruce Wayne, but he's like an old Bruce Wayne, like the mech suit from the Kingdom Come storyline. Oh yeah, Erica Durance also returns as Lois Lane from Smallville. So next on part 3. Should premiere on The Flash. Include oh yeah, Ashley Scott as the Huntress from that Birds of Prey show from the early 2000s. John Wesley Shipp as like 90s Flash. He comes back. Oh yeah, so this one I was surprised about. Tom Ellis as Lucifer. So yeah, technically the Lucifer show is DC. Oh yeah, also Dina Meyer as Oracle from the Birds of Prey. But that's not the only one. No, in part 5, which was on Legends. This is the last one, I swear. Alright. So for these appearances, they're like uncredited. Because they're like oh yeah, I forgot Marv Wolfman had a cameo. He wrote the Crisis on Infinite Earth story. Okay, here it is. So first is Breck Basinger as Supergirl. Sorry, not Supergirl. Stargirl. By the way, if you haven't seen Stargirl, you should. It's actually really good. Elastigirl from Doom Patrol. Crazy Jane from Doom Patrol. Swamp Thing. And yeah. Seriously? Okay. So yeah, apparently so did yeah, okay. So that's it. And here's the Catwoman skin. So it's Julie Newmars. And as you can see, it's perfect. Wait. Oh, that's the one from the 90s skin. Wait, doesn't the 90s skin have the tail? Alright. So yeah, that's it. So I will tell you guys exactly around when the Batman Returns. Okay, so Batman Returns is in 1992, and it premiered on June 19th. So be on the lookout for that. Hell, I might record this beforehand and just upload it on that day. So yeah, that is all for this time. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified every time I upload an episode. Ultron Prime, out.